friends, welcome back to Gurudeva e-classes. I am your Gururaj with the 6th standard social science subject. In a previous class, we learnt about the new lesson, the important dynasties of North India, especially Mauryas and Kushanas. Today we have to extend our class to the Guptas. Then who are Guptas? Who was the famous king of the Gupta Empire? So here as Samudragupta and Chandragupta II. Samudragupta and Chandragupta II, they are the prominent and important kings of the Gupta dynasty. So this Gupta dynasty, it was ruled from the Pataliputra. So Pataliputra is the capital of the Gupta dynasty. Samudragupta, in the sense, he is one of the brave warrior, and he established his whole kingdom in northern part of the India and southern part of the India. Like that way, if you want to need or if you want to get a clarification of the Samudragupta, in the sense, you should learn about the Allahabad pillar. So this Allahabad pillar inscription, it has gives the complete information about the Samudragupta. So what was that? So who was the founder of Allahabad inscription or the Allahabad pillar? So this Allahabad pillar inscription, it was made by the Harisena. So this Harisena, he is one of the poet of Samudragupta court. So this Allahabad pillar, it has narrated the gallant victory of the Samudragupta. Samudragupta established his whole kingdom in northern part of the India and southern part of the India. So this Allahabad inscription, it has described about the Samudragupta. He defeated 9 kings from the northern part of the India. Like this way, he defeated 12 kings from the southern part of the India, including Kushanas and Satrapas. The Kushanas, they are belongs to Afghanistan. Satrapas, they are belongs to Gujarat. So these persons, they were defeated from the Samudragupta. Later, he established his vast empire to a southern part of the India. Especially, he defeated the Pallavas of Kanchi. So these are the persons, they are worked under the Samudragupta. So Samudragupta built a vast and the biggest empire in a northern part of the India. So this Samudragupta, he supported to the education and the music also. Especially the Samudragupta, he is one of the musician. So when he was gives his more preference in education and the music field, he got a title Kaviraja. See, his Veena playing pictures is an etched on his golden coins. He made many of the golden coins in empire. So like this way. So when he was gives his more preference to education and the music field, he got a title Kaviraja. And Veena playing pictures is an etched on his golden coins. See, he established many of the golden coins in his empireship. Like this way, one of the important Buddhist monk we called as Vasubandhu. So this Vasubandhu is the prime minister of Samudragupta. Like this way, the one more important Gupta empire we called as Chandragupta II. This Chandragupta II, also one of the important and prominent king of the Gupta empire. He defeated the Satrapas of Gujarat. And he defeated many kings from the northern part of the India and the southern part of the India. He established his vast empire. Chandragupta II, he made many of the military achievements in a Gupta empire. Like this way, he got a title we called as Vikramaditya. He got a title Vikramaditya. Like this way, one of the important prominent poet we called as Kalidasa. Like this way, we found many of the poetess in a Chandragupta II court. See, he made many of the achievement in the field of literature, architecture, sculpture, drawing and science, especially in a mathematics field also. So like this way, this Gupta empire, especially in a Chandragupta II and Samudragupta, they are established their vast empire in northern part of the India and southern part of the India. And one of the Chinese visitor, the Fahian, he is one of the Chinese Buddhist monk. He gives his more importance to the Buddhist places. Especially, he wrote one of the epic that is called as Gokoki. So this Gokoki, it has gives the information about the Chandragupta II. Especially the Chandragupta II empire or empireship, it has crimes are rare in a Gupta period. The crimes are completely rare in a Gupta period, and administration was in a pro people. So these are the information we got from the Gokoki. And what is the achievements of the Gupta period? So Gupta period gives us more achievements in a art and architecture also, especially in a poetry field also. So like this way, the Kalidasa, the Sanskrit literature grew well during the Gupta period. So like this way, we are remembering the Kalidasa. So this Kalidasa, he is one of the Navaratna of the Chandragupta period. He is one of the best playwright in the world. He wrote many of the epics, especially he wrote 4 epic poems and 3 important dramas. The 4 epic poems and 3 important dramas. Especially one of the important drama we called as Abhignana Shakuntala. So this Abhignana Shakuntala, it is one of the important drama of the Kalidasa. And he mentioned the name as Kavikula Guru. So Kalidasa got a title we called as a Kavikula Guru. Like this way, we found many of the important poets in Samudragupta and Chandragupta second court. So who are the important poets in a Gupta period? The persons we called as Shudraka, Vishakadatta and Vishnu Sharma and Amarasimha. Shudraka, he is also one of the important poets. He wrote the epic Mruchakatika. And Vishakadatta, so this Vishakadatta wrote Mudra Rakshasa. And one of the important person we called as Vishnu Sharma, he is one of the poet. He wrote the epic Panchatantra. So like this way, Amarasimha. So this Amarasimha wrote one of the epic we called as Amarakosha. Like this way, the Gupta Empire, it has gives this contribution to the literature, art, architecture also. Gupta empires never gives their contribution to the temple architecture. The temple architecture in the sense we are remembering Sanchi temple. This is Sanchi temple. It is situated in the place of Madhya Pradesh. So this is Sanchi temple. It is one of the ancient temple in India. So these kind of the temples, especially we can find in Madhya Pradesh itself. The places we called as Bitargaon and Devagad. Bitargaon and Devagad. So this Devagad temple, especially we are mentioned as a Dashavatara temple. So this Dashavatara temple, it has in a Vishnu idol. We found the Vishnu idol. So this Dashavatara temple also available in Devagad. So these places also situated in the place of the Madhya Pradesh. And the Damek Stupa. So this Damek Stupa, it is in a 128 feet tall. 128 feet tall. So this Damek Stupa, it is situated in the place of Saranath near Varanasi. Saranath near Varanasi. Like this, the Gupta empires, they were gives their contribution to the temple architecture also. Like this way, paintings. The paintings in the sense we are remembering the places we called as Ajanta and Ellora. So this Ajanta and Ellora, so these are the cave temples. So these are the Buddhist cave temples. Especially this Buddha Viharas and caves are the cave temples we can find in Ajanta and Ellora. So we found many of the paintings in that caves. And the science, mathematics and astronomy. So Gupta empires, they were gives their contribution to the science, mathematics and astronomy also. So one of the important mathematician we called as Aryabhata, and one more important mathematician we called as Brahmagupta. So these both mathematicians gives their contribution to the Gupta empire. And the Aryabhata, he had found the reason behind the eclipses. Like that way we found the Varahamihira also. So this Varahamihira is also one of the great astronomer. He gives his contribution to the Gupta empire. Like this way, metallurgy. So what is metallurgy? So metallurgy in the sense we are remembering the metals like an iron, gold, silver. So these are kind of the metals. Especially the Gupta empires, they are gives their contribution to the iron pillar. So this iron pillar, it is situated in the place of the Mehrauli nearby the Delhi. Like this way, this iron pillar, so it has 1500 years old and it has not rusted. So like this way, this iron pillar, it has gives the contribution to the Gupta empire. It has not rusted. Like this way, we found the Ayurveda also. So Ayurveda also one of the important thing we got from the Gupta empire, especially Vagbhata. So Vagbhata wrote Ashtanga Hridaya Samhita. Vagbhata wrote Ashtanga Hridaya Samhita. This Ashtanga Hridaya Samhita, it was a summary of the work of Charaka Samhita. We know, students, Charaka Samhita, it was written by Charaka. So this Charaka Samhita summary we can found in a Ashtanga Hridaya Samhita. So this epic was written by Vagbhata. Like this way, surgery also, it has practiced in the time of the Gupta empire. So they made the surgeries also. See, this surgery in the sense, the surgeons of those days had the knowledge of 127 surgical instruments. They using the 127 surgical instruments, they made the surgery. So they were remove the iron and stone pieces from the human body. Accidentally, if we found the iron and stone pieces in our body, in the sense, they were removed by the surgery. So they were removed the iron and stone pieces from the human body. Like this way, the mercury also one of the important medicine. So they are using the mercury as a medicine. This credit goes to Gupta Empire. Like this way, the Gupta Empire, it has gives this more contribution to the art, literature, and Ayurveda, and science, mathematics, and astronomy also. And the next one, we found the Pushyabhuti dynasty. After the decline of the Gupta Empire, we found the Pushyabhuti dynasty. This Pushyabhuti dynasty, it was ruled by the Prabhakara Vardhana. The Prabhakara Vardhana, after we found the Rajavardhana and Harshavardhana. So Rajavardhana and Harshavardhana are the sons of Prabhakara Vardhana, and one of the daughter we found, we called as Rajashri. So when Prabhakara Vardhana died, the Rajavardhana ascended the throne. So when Rajavardhana ascended the throne, his sister Rajashri married the Gruhavarma. This Gruhavarma belongs to a Mukhari dynasty. So this Gruhavarma, he was killed by the Malwa king. So Rajavardhana takes revenge against the Malwa king. He defeated the Malwa king, but Rajavardhana killed by the Shashanka of Gouda. Later, when Rajavardhana died, after that time, the Harshavardhana ascended the throne, and he located his sister into a Vidya Parvata. He located his sister into a Vidya Parvata. It is one of the forest area, and he captured many of the places, and he captured the Kanauj also. And he started his ruling from the Kanauj. The Kanauj is the capital city of the Harshavardhana. See, when he was captured the Kashmir and the Sindh, the many of the people, they are surrendered. The many of the kings, they are surrendered to the Harshavardhana in the bank of the Narmada river. So when he was come to a southern part of the India, the bank of the Narmada river, he was defeated by the Pulikeshi II. So we know, students, the Pulikeshi II is belongs to a king of a Badami Chalukya, and he defeated the Harshavardhana. So when Harshavardhana defeated by the Pulikeshi, the Harshavardhana cannot extend his kingdom to a southern part of the India. So the Pulikeshi, he is ruled a southern part of the India, and the Harshavardhana, he can rule the northern part of the India. Like this way, he ruled 40 years. The Harshavardhana ruled the India, especially northern part of the India, in 40 years. And one of the famous Chini traveler, we called as Huayenzang. This Huayenzang also visited the Harshavardhana Empire. Like this way, the one of the important thing we got from the Pushyabhuti dynasty, that is called as literature. So what is the literature of the Pushyabhuti dynasty? Especially we are discussed about the Harshavardhana. He is also one of the poet. He wrote many of the epics. So what are the epics was done by the Harshavardhana? The epics we called as Priyadarshika, Nagananda and Ratnavali. Priyadarshika, Nagananda and Ratnavali. So these are the three important epics was written by Harshavardhana. And one of the important poet we called as Banabhatta. He wrote Harshacharita. He wrote the Harshacharita. This Harshacharita, it was the complete information about the Harshavardhana. Like this way, we found the religion also. So what is the religion of Pushyabhuti dynasty? This Pushyabhuti dynasty, they are follower of Shaivism. So what we can found the Vaishnavism and Shaivism. They were head the Vaishnavism and they are follow the Shaivism, and they are support the Buddhism also. So Buddhism also one of the important religion we can found in the northern part of the India. So Harshavardhana, they are followed the Buddhism and they are support the Buddhism also. And he respect all religions. So either it is a Vaishnavism, Shaivism, Hinduism, and like this way Buddhism, Jainism. He supported all the religion. He made the religion conference at the Kanauj and Prayag. He made the religion conference and he invited all those religion persons to the Kanauj and Prayag. Like this way, Huayenzang. So this Huayenzang is one of the Chinese traveler. He wrote one of the epic that is called as Siyuki. This epic name we called as Siyuki. This epic is a recorded of his experience in India. So when he was visited the India, he wrote, he made the experience. So these are the experience he wrote in a book of Siyuki, and he studied in Nalanda University. So in the time of Pushyabhuti dynasty, we found one of the important university that is called as Nalanda University. This Nalanda University, it was get the fund from the Harshavardhan. And this Huyantsang, he visited the India before 1400 years ago. Like this way, he traveled 15 years in India itself. And one of the important university we are remembering, that is called as Nalanda University. This Nalanda University, it has we can found in the place of Bihar. So this Bihar Nalanda University, 6 centuries since the Gupta period. It has works 6 centuries since the Gupta period. Like this way, we found the Chinese people and the Japan people. They are studied in this university. Like this way, the 8 scholars and 6 libraries also available in Nalanda University. So now we cannot find the Nalanda University. So it has completely destroyed. So before we found the 8 scholars and 6 libraries, and Buddhism is one of the major subject of the Nalanda University. So Huyantsang also followed the Buddhism because he come from the China, and Fahian, he also come from the China. So these both they are the Buddhist monks, and yoga, Veda, and medicine. So these are the important facilities we got from the Nalanda University. Like this way, the Pushyabhuti dynasty also gives his contribution to the India. Especially in India, we found the important dynasties. So what are the important dynasties here? Maurya dynasty, Gupta dynasty, and Vardhana dynasty. With that, Kushana dynasty also. So these are the important dynasties. It has gives their contribution to the India. So we found that these are the achievements in India itself. Especially in a Vardhana or Pushyabhuti dynasty, it has gives one of the important contribution, that is called as the Nalanda University. So this university is very famous in a northern part of the India. Thank you.